I talk a lot about increasing revenue per employee, which is actually decreasing costs. It's cutting your cost. If you can get more revenue per employee out of your employees and you're increasing revenues, what we're going to be talking about today is maximizing cash flow. And this is something that many business owners struggle with. If you're working by yourself, or if you have a business and you're trying to increase revenue per employee and you're trying to increase your overall revenues and you're trying to maximize cash flow, it's a strategy. And the strategy is usually revolving around pulling time and money forward so you can get your money to multiply over time for you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the top 5 strategies for maximizing cash flow. So how do you maximize your cash flow? First, the easiest thing to do is to increase your prices. So if you increase your prices, you will increase your cash flow. The second thing to do is increase sales. Create more activity, increase your sales. Now, increasing sales doesn't mean you just take the same product or the same service you have and you just increase more of that. If you can do something where you can increase sales and increase your prices, you get a multiplier, you get an amplifier. How do you increase your sales and increase your prices? You do it sometimes by adding something new to what you're already doing that's different than, has more value than, or adds value to. So for example, let's say you had a $1,000 product you sold every day. You could introduce a $100 product and increase your activity and increase your sales to more customers, and then drive those more customers into the $1,000 product. Or you could keep your $1,000 product and create a $10,000 product, increase your pricing by selling your $1,000 product and then upselling to a $10,000 product. And what that does is you can use 2 different strategies. You can diversify your portfolio, offer more things at different price points to increase sales, or you can offer new products at a higher price point to increase sales. In addition to that, you can cut your costs. I just came from the 360. I talk a lot about increasing revenue per employee, which is actually decreasing costs. It's cutting your cost. If you can get more revenue per employee out of your employees and you're increasing revenues, increasing contribution, but you're decreasing costs because you're doing it with the same resources and same assets. Then collecting cash. I'll give you an example. When COVID hit, I would say to my clients, hey, we're all trying to generate as much cash in the present moment as we can, and I'm going to show you how to do it using my business as an example. If you want to do this program with me, it's $5,000. If you want to put $1,000 down and pay me over 5 months or 4 months, $1,000 for the scale program, you can do that. So I needed a product that could start a relationship, start a transaction. So I created the scale program. So I was running all these virtual rooms, and here's what I was proposing. $1,000 down, $1,000 a month for 4 months. We'll finance your 10X scale program, and I'll put you through the whole program, live calls, all this stuff. Or you can get a 20% discount if you pay right now $4,000, and I'll enroll you in the program. So see, what I did is I pulled time and money forward by giving a present moment discount, or I generated more money, increased my pricing, but I financed it over 4 months. So my example of increased pricing is I gave value by you can pay it over time, or increased sales. I took more money up front at a cheaper price in order to give a value opportunity to the person. So what happened is I was giving these options on all my programs. And see, my big programs, I had to deliver live, like the 10X 360. I had never done that virtually. I had to do it live because it's just too complicated. But I created a bunch of micro programs, the 8 steps to busting COVID, the 10X scale program with 28 videos, the 10X pitch program with 18 videos. I just took my programs and broke them down and shot the learning sequences with worksheets. And then I did the consultative stuff, and I gave an option. If you want to finance it over 3 months, here's what it is. If you want a 20% discount, pay for it up front. Because I needed to pull time and money forward so I could get money and time to work for me.